Hi everybody, it is Brenda Jackson here, otherwise known as B. I'm here sharing my experience in making some pumpkin pie. It's our first Thanksgiving celebration in the US, and we have been invited to the Norman families for dinner. So I am bringing a homemade pumpkin pie from scratch. Now, don't laugh. I have tried it in advance to make sure it was good enough to bring to somebody's home. So, it was fantastic. The kids ate it, everything. So I am here to share gluten-free, homemade pumpkin pie, not from the can, right from scratch. It is a recipe that you're gonna want to keep. So I'm gonna have the recipe on my website, so have a look. All right, so first of all, yes, I had some pumpkins. I cut them in half. I put them into the oven, skin face up until they're soft. Then you peel them, then you put them in a bowl, and the trick is to drain them. So make sure that you drain it, and even if you have leftover puree, because there's lots left over, make sure that you drain. Every recipe that I've read, it's drain the pumpkins. I've even baked the seeds after. I don't know if you can see them. So use everything. So anyway, got it. So this is how, everybody knows I'm not a chef. I don't have all the equipment. I had to do everything, the dough, everything by hand. I'm just straining this just with like this, with the puree, trying to get all the liquid out. Okay, so that's for that. Now, the dough, the trick to the dough, of course, it's gluten-free. So you're not using flour, but you're using a substitute. I have this flour here that I've used. And the trick, I guess, I have a special salt as well, which I will share, that we're using. Again, doing everything gluten-free. I even made my own pumpkin spice, which is fantastic. And I guess the trick, they say, is to dash a little bit of pepper into that pumpkin spice. So I have everything here for you. So preheat the oven at 400. Spray that pan so the dough does not stick. And grateful for my mom. She left this for me, and it's to cover the pie. And again, this is my second time making a pie, so I'm learning. I watched her a little bit, but again, I am not a baker. All right, so with the dough, this is what it looks like right now, because you have to put it into the fridge and let it cool off, and then let it sit at room temperature for about 10-15 minutes, and then you're going to roll it out. So you dust the flour on the counter, you roll it up, and then you put it into the pan. So as I do that, you don't need to watch this here, but I have, that's what I'm gonna do here. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna go down here now. So, okay, so I have it. Again, I am not a baker, so there might be an easier way. I'm not sure, but it works for me if everyone eats it and it's good, and it's gonna be good for my health. Of course, as everybody knows that that have been watching my videos and listening to them, as well as the blogs, is that I've been diagnosed with Hashimoto disease, which is a thyroid antibody disease. So your body is always fighting something which is not necessarily a good thing. Even though my T3 and T4s are fine, I'm suffering internally, and could equate to something bigger. So I am forced. It's not just something that I wanted to do, like doing a diet like the Whole30 or keto, is that I really have to really eliminate the gluten and the and dairy, which is a struggle because it's not always good, but there's more selection in the health store, but of course the wallet is gonna get you every time. So, all right, so the trick is, there you have it. Now, how the heck am I gonna get this into here without breaking it apart? Well, let me tell you, I struggle. So here, you can watch. Okay, maybe a spatula. I don't know how everybody else does it, but I know everybody's gonna be laughing at this thinking, oh my God, what is this? What is this woman doing? Well, I'm attempting, and now look, it's all broken. I don't care, I'm just gonna try to piece it in here myself then. Oh shoot, now it's totally broken. All that rolling for no reason. Well, I'm gonna have to improvise because I just don't know how to cook all this stuff here. So, I'm not gonna have you watch that. Okay. Oh my God, I don't know how you women and men make pies look so pretty and make it look so easy. Because let me tell you, you need to have patience, which is something that I don't have. I'm trying to get better at it and working on it. And it's always good to have self-improvement, but that's one thing that I am totally crappy at. So I'm not like my mom, and I'm not like my grandmother that, you know, could bake up a storm and just love to do it. I'd rather work. But I'm enjoying this new life stage and trying to figure life out, and I do miss working. I do miss being with people and helping people. So I hope that this will inspire other people, that they can do it and make things and make adjustments just like me. And whatever you need to do, make the changes, make those big decisions to do what you've always wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a fork. Okay, now you can see it's not pretty, but they say to go like this with the fork around. So I am doing that, doing the fork. And I know for the people that know how to bake, don't laugh. And if you do laugh, I'm laughing with you. Because then they say break it up, break out the edges so it kind of looks pretty. But again, baking for me is not looking pretty. I guess it's just about, as long as it tastes good and people like it, that's the biggest thing for me. So I don't want to waste the dough, so I'm gonna just pack it back in the center here. So I'm not wasting the dough. And I guess I'm trying to clean this out here. Okay. Okay. Yay, we've done that. So now I'm going to go on to the next stage. So let's do the filling, which is the very yummy, yummy stuff. Now we're getting all the stuff together. So for the pie, we have to actually put it in the oven first, and they say to prick the bottom of the pie crust. So, and just poke it, they say like this. I don't know why, but anyway, I don't know if I'm doing it too much, but it seems to be fine. You preheat the oven at 400, and then, you know, like I said, my mom left this for me. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to go, but this is what it looks like that she's done. And then that way, I know she put it in here so it wouldn't burn the outside. And so you put it into the oven for about 10 minutes so it could bake a little bit before you actually put the filling in. So that's what the recipe says. I have never made cakes before or pies before, so I'm doing as I've been told. Now it's time for the filling. So the pie has been, I guess, pre-baked, as you would say, for 10 minutes in the oven. You're letting it cool. So it's cooling here. See, down below. And now the filling. So what I've done is I pre-measured everything, so everything should be good. So let's do this. All right. So first of all, it says to, in a large bowl, whisk the brown sugar together, the pumpkin pie seasoning, the pie spice, and the salt. So let's do that. So brown sugar in. A tablespoon, they said, of the pie spice. I'm actually gonna put 2. Actually, I'm just gonna put the whole thing in. See, I'm not much of a baker. Okay, now this salt. It says kosher salt, but this salt is, I'm loving it. My friends have got me onto this. They said it's the best salt. So it's a half a teaspoon. So we'll put that in there and we'll whisk it together. Look at how nice it smells. The fragrance on this here smells so good. If you like the fall, the seasoning, the spices, it definitely smells really, really good. Now, the thing with brown sugar is that sometimes you'll have the lumps, and in each recipe that I've seen and that I've read is that you have to make sure that those lumps are gone. So even if you use the fork to smash those chunks up, then do it, because you want it to be nice and smooth. It should be all mixed in. It should look one color. So all good, and smell. I just feel like I want to lick this bowl. And for those of you who know me well, you know I have that sweet tooth. Well, this is something like a candy would smell like, that I'm sure it's gonna taste almost the same. Okay, all right, now it says whisk in the eggs. So I've done the eggs already. Then add pumpkin, okay. And for those of you, I don't bake, so I might be doing this wrong. I don't know. I've watched my mother and grandmother bake and cook, but it means squat, because I haven't developed that skill. I even have sisters that know how to do all this stuff much better than me. So if I can do this, anybody can do this. Okay. Add the pumpkin. So the homemade pumpkin stuff, remember, it has to be drained. That's the trick to it. The pumpkin spice, they say there's lots of recipes, but the trick to the pumpkin spice is a dash of the pepper. So, you know, bakers, they might have something else different, but I'm taking all the tips I can. So you're supposed to whisk this until it's all nice and smooth. Oh, it's looking like the pie filling. Oh, it's looking like it, and it's really smelling like it. Even Leon's brother's a chef. And I mean, and he makes awesome pies. He's made pies for us in the past, especially the lemon meringue pie, which is my favorite, with very little meringue. I like more of the lemon. But one of these days I'll find a gluten-free one. Okay, so then it says gently whisk in the half and half in. So again, gently. I don't know what that really means, but here we go. I'm going gentle. I'm going gentle. Oh, it's lightening up. It's lightening up. And I guess you can use half and half. You can use anything that is thick. But again, it's trying to go gluten-free. And see, this is what we have. Okay, oh my God, this smells so good. Okay, I think I have added everything in here. Okay, here goes nothing. So, let's put it in the pie dish. So I'm gonna show you the pie dish down below. I should have Carter here. He's more Chef Cartier. And we're gonna pour it in here. Ooh, look at that. And we're going to waste not, want not. So I'm just going to try to put that all in here. All right. Now, let's read the instructions because you know that I'm not a baker. Okay, so then we're gonna put the pie thing on there again, whatever it's called. So it doesn't, the crust doesn't go totally dark. Okay, here we go. I'll show you the finished product once it's done. Let's go put it in the oven and mwah! I just took the pumpkin pie out. It smells so wonderful, good enough to eat. Now we have to let it settle. So let me just show you what it looks like. Look at that. Homemade pumpkin pie with some nice vanilla, gluten-free, or some whipping cream with it. Mwah. So the test will be tomorrow at the Normans. So I look forward to it. The test will be if everybody eats it.